You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. Spartan Athletics on the Internet.
It's all come down to this. It's a Division II Sub-State game. The winner going to the state semifinals next Friday night in Nashville. It's the home Webb School of Lady Spartans coming into this game 28-5, squaring off against the St. George's Lady Gryphons coming into this ball game tonight at 22-8. Mike Bedell alongside Marcel Wilder here to bring you Sub-State action, and it's going to be a good game, Marcel.
Yes, it will. I mean, they do not have far off records, and both these teams play really well in the season. So either one of these teams, even though Webb has the home field advantage, either one has a great chance of going to the state.
Yeah, like you said, Webb playing here on their home court. Sub-State game, pretty big game. Not much of a crowd here tonight, but just the fact that they're playing on their home hardwood, what's that going to do to this game?
Well, I mean, they know they've played on this court majority of the season. They know how to shoot every single shot and to get it in the net. I don't remember any match where the Eagles have played on this court. So the Webb has been on this court, so they know how to play on it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's going to be a great game. Like you said, both teams coming in with similar records. And, you know, watching them here in warm-ups, they both seem to have great shooters. And that's one thing that Webb has done great throughout the year. They've shot very well. But one thing they haven't done particularly well on has been their free throw shooting. How big are free throws going to be as we're about 2 minutes away from tip-off?
Well, free throws are a big thing. I mean, Kentucky did win a national championship with a terrible free throw percentage, but they are really good at shooting points and getting them on the board. So it does affect you. It probably affects you more in this type game than in college ball, but they'll be a big factor here tonight.
And all right, so St. George's, great team coming in here, but there's one thing that they're going to have to deal with, and that is Webb's 2-2-1 press that they love to run. How does St. George's escape that and get the ball past half court when Coach Collier puts this aggressive defense on that is pretty hard to get past?
Yeah, I mean, Casey Collier's wanting to take a foul so she can stop the point. I mean, it's really hard to get past this defense. I mean, I have not seen St. George play, but I'm betting they're going to come in this game prepared and ready to try to beat the Webb Spartans. They might succeed, they might not.
And there you have it, folks. We're going to head up onto the booth, and we'll come back after the national anthem to bring you starting lineups. Listen to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. And we're back, folks, as we're bringing you the starting lineups first for the Lady Gryphons. Number 5, Olivia Roberts. Number 14, Shelby Sims. Number 21, Brooke Wertner. Number 22, Catherine Canty. And number 32, Mary Henley Green. Now for the home Lady Spartans. Number 2, Micah Sheets. Number 10, Kelly Vitito. Number 14, Molly Melton. Number 23, Katie Collier. And rounding out the 5 is number 45, Madison Davis. Ryan Patel back up here in the booth, joined by Matthew Melton and Marcel Wilder. Matthew, going to be a great game.
It's going to be a great game. Sub-State, winner of this goes to state tournament, so it's always fun, always exciting. Should be a highly intense game. It'll be fun. Be a fun one to watch, good one to call.
Yeah, like you said, winner goes to the state tournament. The winner of this matchup will be playing next Friday night in Nashville for the state semifinal. Hopefully moving on to the state championship game next Saturday, as it'll be Vitito and Green to tip. And shake hands in midcourt. And we're ready for some basketball. Vitito wins the tip, gets it to Collier. Collier to Melton. Molly Melton brings it up. Micah Sheets on the right wing. Calls out the play, goes left side, skips it back around to Sheets. High post, Vitito trying to get it down low. Madison Davis not able to. St. George's controls it. Webb coming with a little bit of pressure here. That's 21, Wertner on the right wing. Left wing, excuse me. She gets it off to Roberts. Roberts left side. Davis, Sheets comes to help out. And she dumps it off to Canty. Ball is stolen away by Molly Melton as Shelby Sims got the ball at the top of the key. And Molly Melton did what she did best when she was in the isolation on defense. Took it away from her, but we'll have it'll be St. George's ball. Sims inbound. Pass is deflected by Melton, and Sheets picks it up. But Micah Sheets loses it out of bounds.
It's just interesting seeing these two different approaches. We saw Webb on the offensive end. St. George's was kind of content to stay back in a compact zone and really make them shoot from the outside, whereas Webb really turning up the pressure and really extending their man-to-man pressure.
Sims tries to get it in, gets it in. Battled around a little bit. And Olivia Roberts hits the jumper from the right elbow. 2-0, Lady Gryphons. Melton has it right side, Collier. Katie Collier looking inside, nothing doing. Kicks it back around to Melton. Collier for 3, nailed it.
Bottoms.
Could not leave her open, and she took advantage there. Katie Collier for a big 3 points. Canty has it. She gets it to Roberts. Roberts stolen away by Madison Davis. It's her against Canty. Madison Davis takes it to the hoop. Layup is no good.
I like
and
a good
Olivia
no call
Roberts.
there by the official. It was a really pressured, contested layup, but I like the no call right there.
3-point attempt up by Brooke Wertner, and it is no good. Kelly Benito,
nice
other
look
end.
right there. Beautiful look. Half-court pass there by Molly Melton, and Kelly Vitito there able to finish.
5-2, Webb leads. Ball out of bounds. St. George's will retain possession. Sims gets it in to Green. Now to Roberts. Roberts stuck in a little bit of traffic, kicks it back out to Sims. Sims puts up a shot, and it's good. 5-4, just under 6 left to go in the first quarter. Lady Spartans lead. Collier left wing, Sheets, 3-pointer. Dagger, nailed it.
Well, Webb's really taking advantage of St. George's packing it in and letting them shoot that 3. Katie Collier and Micah Sheets now both pulling big 3s right there.
There's Green, picked up by Vitito, now Roberts. Roberts has it, spins right side, stuck in a little bit of traffic, and looks like we'll have a loose ball foul. Foul be on number 10, Kelly Vitito. That's her first, team first. 5:17 left to go in the first quarter. 8-4, Webb leads St. George's. There's Sims. Sims drives in the lane, kicks it out to Green. Green back over to Sims on the left wing. Looking down low, nothing there. Goes to work herself, and she is trapped by Madison Davis and Molly Melton. Melton has it up front to Vitito. Vitito goes to the basket and is fouled.
It's a good look. Webb really turning defense into offense right there, and really looking to get a steal and get out and run right there, and that was just a great job there by the Lady Spartans.
Kelly Vitito goes to the charity stripe for 2. As no earlier in the day, Coach Nora's varsity boys coach, not able to be here tonight. His daughter has a basketball game, and I was talking to him in the school day, and he said to me, "We need fans."
That's the truth, though. Webb has one of the premier ladies basketball programs around, and it's a shame that we don't get as many fans as we should out here.
Vitito hits 1 of 2 from the line, puts her team up 5, 9-4. Webb leads St. George's. 4:50 left in the first. Roberts trapped baseline, gets it to Sims.
Oh,
great look on the other side to Wertner. Behind to 6, Webb leads now. Molly Melton skips it across to Katie Collier on the right side. St. George is coming down to 2-3. And Katie Collier loses the handle to Sims. We're going to have a foul as Shelby Sims is bringing the ball down the floor.
That was just not a smart foul right there. You turn the ball over. Great, get back on defense. No need to compound the mistake there with another foul.
But definitely not fouling Katie Collier. That's her first. Werner inbound as she gets it to Roberts, and Roberts almost went back court, so she had to just throw it down in the front court.
Great
Got
hustle
it
there
to
by Micah
Green.
Sheets. Good look. Beautiful
play.
look there by Micah Sheets.
Micah Sheets intercepts the pass, stumbled a little bit, got it to Madison Davis, and Madison Davis goes up for the lane. She gets fouled. And so Madison Davis will get her shot at getting on the board. She goes to the line for 2.
Yeah, but I have to encourage that foul. That last foul by Katie Collier, she's not afraid to take a foul, and a lot of basketball players are. I've noticed in basketball games, usually the team that fouls the most wins for some reason. Don't ask me why, but usually they do.
As Madison Davis hits them both.
Always good when you can go 2 for 2 from the line. And there's a great steal by Katie Collier. Got it back. Just got to finish the layup. And she's frustrated. You can tell she's frustrated with herself, but you can't let your emotions get the best of you right there. You just got to stay composed and keep playing your game.
Definitely. That missed shot will come right back, and she'll have another opportunity. As Collier will inbound under her own basket. Get Melton, top of the key. Down low to Sheets, and Sheets tried to make an inside move and gets whistled for a travel. Four minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Webb really turning up the pressure there with that press.
Olivia Roberts' pass almost strays out of bounds.
Nice
She gets
move
it
inside.
right back. A great spin move in the paint. Get the bucket she has a brace on her knee and leg.
That's a massive brace too.
It definitely is. Ball, Madison Davis' pass, batted out of bounds by the Lady Gryphons.
You know, it's interesting. I've just noticed neither team has really substituted either this quarter. So both team starters have played the whole first quarter.
Excuse me, that last possession was out of bounds on Webb as they get it right back there with that
2
great
on 1.
steal.
Great job of running wide there by Katie Collier.
And there you see it again. Not able to finish, but she gets her rebounding, gets it to Davis, who gets it to Vitito. Vitito not able to hit the jumpers. A little bit of just toughness trying to get it across the timeline, and that may have not been the shot the Lady Gryphons were looking for that possession.
No, they really got rushed into that by the Webb press. Too easy. Too easy there by Micah Sheets.
And one thing is for certain. These Lady Gryphons, St. George's, cannot leave Webb's best shooters out there open. They will take advantage of you all day long.
Micah Sheets, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. That's great.
Yeah.
I think Katie Collier's made the only one she's made so far. So right now, Webb's shooting 100% from beyond the arc.
As with 2:44 left to go in the first quarter, Webb leads St. George's 14-8. Both teams will be coming with not full substitutions, but with substitutions coming out of this timeout as St. George's takes the timeout as Coach Scott Crockett wants to talk things over. And if you're in that huddle, what are you telling your team?
I'm telling my team we just got to calm down and play our game. We're letting Webb get the best of us as far as pressuring us on the offensive end. They just got to slow down and take their time. They're really getting rushed by that Webb defense. And then on defense, you really got to extend a little bit more. I mean, I know you're sitting back in a 2-3 zone, but you got to extend a little more and get at least hands in the face of the shooters. Contest the shots. Don't give them wide open threes.
Definitely is Webb coming with their forceful 2-2-1 press, and St. George's playing a sort of a laid-back 2-3. Very different styles of play as we could see in the warm-up. Both teams. But both teams been shooting rather well.
Yeah, and Webb's got St. George's outsized, so you can't really blame them for packing it in a 2-3 zone. And they're running it, decent as far as keeping it out of the post hands, but they got to extend it a little bit and keep it out of the shooter's hands.
As that attempt by number 4, Madeline East, is no good. Molly Melton has it, pushes up, gets it to Maxwell, left wing. Thought about the shot, thought better. Maxwell, long two, nailed it. Deja Maxwell, 2 points, 16-8.
And that was good by Deja, not really forcing anything, not forcing up a rush shot there. Kicked it back to Molly. The defense collapsed back on Molly. Deja was able to set up for a wide open 2 right there. A good box out by Amani Smith on the defensive end.
3-point attempt, no good by St. George's. And we have a push on number 22 of St. George's, Catherine Canty.
That's going to be her second one, too.
They got to be careful there, not at the end of the first quarter. 2 fouls, needs to play safe.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to pick up 3 in the first quarter, otherwise you won't see action at all in the second quarter.
Maybe even not in the third. I mean, in most of the basketball games, if you get 2 fouls in the first quarter, you're not going to play for the rest. But you will not play in the third quarter if you have 3 or 4 fouls in the first half.
And that was a nice offensive putback there by Evie Satterfield.
Satterfield, the freshman. 3-point attempt up by number 4, Madeline East. No good. Rebound, Deja Maxwell. Maxwell's past the tip, but Molly Milton has it. Pushes it down the court. Down low, Jaden McCoy. Up, no good. And Satterfield saves it, but right to the St. George's bench. And, Webb's really, like you said, got a size advantage, especially in Evie Satterfield and the 6'1" Jaden McCoy.
I was just about to say it right there. You really noticed Webb's size advantage right there. Molly Melton, the St. George's defender, was sitting right in front of Jaden McCoy, and Molly just kind of tossed it up and let Jaden go up and get it right there. So you really noticed Webb's size advantage right there.
Katie Collier, nice steal. And stopped and went a little too far.
And she's going to come out of the game now. Micah Sheets checking in.
Webb now switching into it seems sort of like a man press as Evie Satterfield comes up with a great steal to Sheets. Back to Satterfield, turnaround, no good. Put back is also no good.
Got to get back.
Rebound controlled by Grace Hunt. She has it. She gets it to Sims. Sims gets it across half court. And we're going to have a hold.
I'm just noticing Sims is not going to go to her left. You're going to have to make her go left. Really cut off her right hand.
Shelby Sims, dominant right hand. As, like you said, Matthew, force her left and she'll have problems.
Absolutely. You're really going to force her into some bad decisions, making her pick up her dribble earlier than she wants to. Ball's tipped, so that's okay.
Tipped
Micah Sheets getting it after it. And one. That was just a great individual effort there by Micah Sheets. Really running the ball down, able to get the steal and get the and one finish. That was just a great individual effort there by Micah Sheets.
Yeah, Micah Sheets, numbers weren't at all in her favor, but, she said, hey, I'm going to take her to the basket. It's exactly what she did. Worst that could happen was she missed the shot. made the shot and got fouled.
Yeah, she's one of the better finishers on this Webb basketball team. She's one of the better finishers around. I mean, she's a phenomenal player.
Definitely is. She gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. 21-8, under 30 seconds left in the first. St. George's across half court. That's Hunt. And we'll have another foul. Foul's going to be on number 2, Micah Sheets. That's her first, but that's the team's fourth. Both teams already 4 fouls at the end of the first quarter.
That's not good in a game like this. This one decides for state. I mean, it's a big prize to win this game. It's really great if you win this game. I think St. George really needs to score points, though, to come back in this game. They're playing an okay defense. They just can't score points.
Got to keep an eye on the clock right here. 5 seconds.
Got to try and get a good shot off. Down low to McCoy. Great look. And the buzzer.
That's exactly what you want if you're the Webb Spartans right there. Beautiful play right there.
23-8 at the end of the first quarter. Great execution to end the first. Webb leads St. George's 23-8 at the end of one. You just know Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. We'll be back after this.
Oh, 22 has 3.
And we're back, folks. Start of the second quarter. As we just received word, number 22, Kathleen Candy, 3 fouls at the end of the first quarter, and that's definitely something you do not want if you're the St. George's Lady Gryphons.
Absolutely not. She's a big-time player, one of their starters. She's got 3 fouls. She's going to be sitting for pretty much all of this second quarter, maybe even into the third quarter. We'll see.
It'd be really, really hard to pick up 4 fouls in one half. So
absolutely, we're not gonna see her the rest of this half.
Be very surprised. So
Sheets pass down low is intercepted. St. George's controls. That's Hunt. Hunt picked up by Sheets in the backcourt.
And there you really saw that St. George's 2-3 really work out for him, denying the entry pass into the post and getting them the ball back.
Left wing Cole. Molly Melton steals it away. She's ahead of the pack. And she'll take it to the basket. Molly Melton, first 2 points of the ball game.
the Lady Spartans have a relentless press. They got another steal in the basket there.
Olivia Roberts takes it to the basket. A little too strong. Molly Melton comes up with the rebound up ahead. Micah Sheets, basket. Not able to hit the basket. Not able to get the bucket, but she does get fouled. And she'll go to the line for an attempt at another 2 points. That's already 5 team fouls for the Lady Gryphons. As Lady Spartans not far behind with 4 team fouls. Just a minute into the second quarter. Webb up 17, 25-8. 7:05 left in the half. As Micah Sheets only able to convert 1 of 2. Olivia Roberts, right side, picked up by Davis. Gets a screen. Goes back around the left side and kicks it to number 21, Wertner. She takes it to the basket, goes up with it, gets fouled. So Brooke Wertner will go to the line for 2. The foul will be on Molly Melton.
Able to convert the first one.
Shelby Sims comes back into the game for Madeline East on St. George's. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Vitito. Melton. Up ahead, Collier, left side. Down low, Davis. Madison Davis goes up.
They have no defense for the Spartans if they attack the basket.
That was a great move by Madison Davis there, too.
Shot attempt, no good. Rebound, Collier. Collier ahead to Sheets. Sheets to the basket. Up and good. Micah Sheets. Another 2 points. 30-9, Webb leads.
Sheets by herself outscoring the whole team for St. George's. She is 12.
Yeah, Micah Sheets really playing well here, and St. George is having a tough time with this press the Lady Spartans are bringing. Olivia Roberts inbound. She gets it into Sims. Sims double team. Ball on the floor. She picks it back up. Right wing. That was 21 Wertner. 3 is no good. St. George controls the rebound. Sims has it. Goes left side. Oh, good pass down low to Green. Green not able to hit. There's Molly Melton for Webb. She kicks it down to Katie Collier. Collier, baseline, up, no good.
She was looking to draw a foul there, but you can't rely on the official to bail you out right there. You really got to kick that ball back out.
Number 21, Brooke Wertner goes up, and looks like she'll get fouled by number 45, Madison Davis. So Brooke Wertner gets to go to the line for another shot at 2 points.
As much trouble as St. George has had scoring the basketball so far, they're about to be in the bonus, so that might give them some more chances. They can draw some more fouls.
And definitely Webb already 6 fouls. Just a minute and a half in, or excuse me, 2.5 minutes in to the second quarter, so they can definitely free throws. Free throws are just 3 points sitting out there.
Especially getting 3 points when the clock stopped. That's huge.
Yeah, for sure. And Molly Melton has it. As Werner able to hit them both. Sheets, right side, Vitito. Puts up the long 2. In and out.
Madison's going to pick up her second foul there.
She's a tough player on defense, but oftentimes that leads to a few fouls.
St. George is in the 1-1 right now. Coach Shelley Collier going to ask for a timeout right here.
As St. George, like Matthew said, will be in the bonus, going to the line 4-on-1-and-1. And, you know, they're as difficult of a time they've had with this Webb press. Webb, both teams not exactly doing the best job at finishing when they have it down low. And that has really, it can make a big difference on the scoreboard for both teams. St. George is now in the bonus. We'll see how that can help them as they get, like you said earlier, get a chance of 3 points with the clock stopped. That would be huge. 5:19 left in the half, and you know, Matthew, to break this incredible Webb press, what do they do?
I mean, in a 2-2-1, the middle of the floor is the weakest part. So you got to work to get the ball to the middle. Obviously, Webb knows their biggest weakness. I mean, they're going to try to turn that into their biggest strength. So they're going to try to exploit you passing the ball to the middle. So you got to look for some type of skip pass, cross court, something. But the thing is you can't get in a rush when you do it. You got to really slow down, take your time, not worry about getting trapped.
And Webb has a lot of quick defenders who hustle on defense, so even those cross-court passes that you're talking about have a high probability of getting stolen.
True.
So it's really difficult for opposing teams a lot of the time dealing with Webb's defensive intensity.
Mary Henley Green at the line for St. George is for a 1-and-1. Hits the front end. (30-12). Webb up 18. 5:19 left in the half. Second one is up and good. You know, so far, St. George has been stellar from the line. Right side, Melton.
You mentioned St. George's being stellar from the line. They're 4 for 5 from the line, so that's pretty good. 80% as a team.
Yeah. Molly Melton has it, swings it around on the right side. Mike Sheets trying to get it down low to Vitito, not able to as Collier gets it down there.
That's
she
a good
gets
inside
it right back.
That's good inside out. Even though Katie Collier wasn't able to hit, that was still a good open look there. Good inside out there by Kelly Vitito.
Katie Collier not able to hit, but that's a shot that most people wouldn't mind her taking with as great of a shooter she is.
One of Webb's better three-point shooters. And fouls just continuing to be a problem for the Lady Spartans right now. Really the only issue so far for Webb so far, I would have to say. But fouls are giving St. George opportunities to make some points.
Brooke Wertner not able to hit the front end of the one-on-one there.
Wide open.
Not able to hit it that time. Rebound, Madison Davis. She gets it right back to Sheets. To Vinito. Collier swings it back to
Great ball
Melton.
movement right there. Every Spartan on the floor touched the ball right there. Madison Davis got stripped of the ball going up for a two. But it was a good layup, good contested shot. But at the same time, it's a shot you want. So that was just great ball movement there by the Lady Spartans.
And Webb's a team, even though they've had a lot of freshmen come in, they've developed a lot of team chemistry on offense.
Absolutely. Good run out there by St. George's, though.
Grace Hunt open down the floor. Not able to hit. Katie Collier with the rebound.
Webb wasn't ready on defense. It's a rare opportunity and blew it that time.
You got to take advantage of those. You're not going to get many freebies against Webb.
As Micah Sheets goes up, misses, and then gets a rebound, goes up again, gets fouled.
Foul number 5, Olivia Roberts, first, second, team 6.
You know, we've mentioned fouls being a problem for Webb, but the fouls are really spread out. Whereas you look over at St. George's and you've got Catherine Canty with 3 and Olivia Roberts now with 2.
Yeah, that's 2 of their starters already with a good amount of fouls.
You get your main players in foul trouble, and it's oftentimes really tiring if you have to play with your reserves who typically get less than half of playing time in the game.
Madison Davis pulls up 10 feet.
Ooh,
good.
That was pretty. Seeing right there, you saw it. Grace Hunt got in a rush and threw the ball. Her teammate was really sprinting up the floor, and she threw it behind her. Madison Davis was able to pick it off and then hit the nice pull-up jumper. And then right there, you see it again. Just trying to get in a rush, and Webb able to get back on defense and get another steal.
They forced so many turnovers.
Katie Collier not able to hit the 15-footer.
Good hustle there by Katie Collier. I don't agree with that call, but I'm not the one wearing stripes with the whistle, so that's going to be her third.
Foul number 23.
3 on Katie Collier as Brooke Werner will go to the line for 2. That's the saying she was in the motion of shooting there.
This will be her 7th free throw of the quarter.
That's a pretty impressive number. Hits the first as Deja Maxwell comes in for Collier. Werner's second free throw. Good.
Got it. Makes her 5 for 7. So she's a good free throw shooter. Don't want to foul her.
Definitely one more foul. They're in the double bonus. 3 minutes left in the half. Webb up by 18.
Oh, that's a nice flare screen.
Melton for 3. Off the mark.
Good pass.
Micah Sheets catches the missed shot. Puts it up.
And that's
Sheets with the
Sheets'
steal.
14th point of the game.
As she is ahead of the pack.
That was
Good
nice.
pass to Deja
That
Maxwell.
was nice. St. George is going to take another timeout here. That was just absolutely beautiful.
The Lady Spartans, sometimes I think they're might be a bit more crisp of a passing team than some college teams you see.
Oh, absolutely.
They really do a good job taking care of the basketball.
As Coach Crockett of St. George's calls a timeout. 2:48 left in the half. With that timeout, we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. We're back, folks. Lee Athletic Center, Mine Patel, alongside Zach Strickland and Matthew Melton, bringing you Sub-State basketball. The winner advancing to the state semifinals on Friday night. Next Friday night. St. George's, great ball movement down low, Madeline East. And they're going to call a jump ball.
That was a good job right there by the officials. One had a foul. The official underneath, who had a better look at it, said, no, I had the better angle. Called the jump ball, called him off. So that was just a good job conferring there by the officials.
It looked like all ball from the view I got.
Possession arrow pointed to St. George's, so they will get the ball. There's East swinging around right side to Sims. Melton makes her put it on the floor as Kelly Benito just uses her size and tips it back out. Madison Davis ahead of the pack as she is swatted from behind by Madison Latham.
Got to go up strong right there. I get she was trying to compose herself and go up nice and easy, but, I mean, at the same time, you got to go up strong always, no matter what, because you never know what's coming from behind you.
Benito inbound under her own basket. Melton, Benito, elbow, no good. Rebound Davis, out of bounds, St. George's basketball. Coming up on the 2:10 mark left in the half.
The game's really not close at all right now, but it would really be a full-fledged blowout if Webb hits just a few more of those jump shots. They've had some open looks.
And St. George is having a difficult time with this Webb pressure.
That's the skip pass right there I was talking about earlier. Even though the ball didn't go in right there, it went in. But that's the skip pass you're looking for right there. You just got to calm down, compose yourself, and not get in a rush to beat that Webb press. So that was a good job there by St. George's.
If you're St. George's, you better shoot well because you're not going to get a lot of easy looks against the defense.
Absolutely.
Sheets for the open three. No good. That's 3 in a row that she has missed now from that same spot.
Yeah, she doesn't like that far corner.
No.
Webb able to retain possession there on the jump ball.
St. George is still in a 2-3 zone as while they're just standing there, you can tell Jaden McCoy is at least a head taller than their biggest defender.
Able to exploit it right there. Yeah, that was just too easy there for the Lady Spartans.
You can use the height advantage all day if you're Jaden McCoy.
And not much you can really do about that if you're St. George's.
And right there, they flashed to the middle and were able to kick it to the opposite side. So St. George starting to kind of figure out this Webb defense.
A lot of their jump shots, though, even the ones which are kind of open, they're sort of tense just due to the fact that they're so used to being pressured constantly.
And Green gets 2 points there. Maxwell has it, gets it to Melton. Melton, far corner, Sheets, drives baseline, goes up, gets fouled. 53 seconds left on the clock in the half. As Micah Sheets has, I believe, 14 points, 14?
14 right now.
And that last foul puts Webb in the bonus. So St. George's came into the quarter with 4 fouls, as both teams did. They did a good job as just now putting Webb into the bonus, whereas Webb has 9 fouls, 5 in the quarter. Sheets hits them both. There's Sims. She gets East. East trapped on the left side.
Walked.
As traveling's on St. George's. It'll be Webb basketball. Satterfield inbound. 39 seconds left in the half. And number 31, Angela Vanderslice, comes into the game.
.32 seconds left here. You wonder if Webb's going to hold it for the last shot.
And if they take a shot,
nope.
Going to be looking for a high percentage shot as Deja Maxwell shoots the 17-footer there. No good. St. George's basketball. 25 seconds left. Webb still in a press, but more of a
3/4 court kind of 1-2-1-1 deal.
Yeah. As there's number 21. She
rushed it.
Number
Webb's
21,
going to get the
Werner,
ball back.
she's
Gonna watch the
open.
clock. 8, 7 seconds.
Melton has it, 5 seconds. McCoy puts it up.
That's what you want right there.
Just like the end of the first quarter, Jaden McCoy ends the half with 2 points. And that is exactly what you want for the Spartans, like you said, as they go into the half up by 24. They're doing a great job. I know really not much you can really say about the first half. Webb dominated it. Micah Sheets leading scorer with 16. I mean, that's very impressive. And St. George's had a tough time defeating this press.
And in all honesty, a lot of St. George's points just came off free throws from Webb fouling. They really could not get very many shots to go in besides free throws.
That's true. I'm just looking right now. Webb gave up 8 points in the first quarter, 9 points in the second quarter. Or not 9 points, excuse me, 11 points in the second quarter. So, I mean, if you can keep it that close on your defense, obviously they had 9 fouls, so that might be the 1 point of emphasis there for Coach Collier at the half. But other than that, Webb's really playing a complete game. St. George's on the flip side, I've been saying it all game, they just got to calm down. They kind of got it figured out there at the end of the game. They were figuring out, you know, the skip passes, getting the ball to the middle, and then, or at the end of half, excuse me. And then Coach Collier went and switched defenses on them. So St. George's has really got to adapt to the Webb defense, just settle down. They can't get in a rush like they've been doing. And on defense, they've really got to step it up, step out. I would maybe go to a 3-2 zone. That way you can get out on the shooters more. Obviously, you're vulnerable on the inside a little more. Maybe even go to a man. But they've got to do something to slow down these Webb shooters.
Yeah, Webb has had a lot of open looks, unlike St. George's. And in all honesty, they kind of started to not fall quite as much here at the end, but at the beginning is what really helped them get out to a lead.
Absolutely.
Folks, there you have it. 8 minutes left before the third quarter starts. So we'll be back to bring you second half coverage. You've been listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
If you want to pass and run like the Spartans, then pass up the fast food and run into the shrimp docks, serving lunch daily from 11 to 3. With stores in Bearden and Farragut, you get your choice of the fish, oyster, or the famous shrimp po' boys. Also, grab some scallops, crab legs, lobster, oysters, shrimp, and the only fresh fish in K-Town to take home for dinner. So stay warm in the winter with Captain Paul's chowders and bib.
Hi, I'm here at W.O.W. Knoxville, and this is a demonstration of one of the many tools they have here by Mr. Woods.
This is a cordless framing nailer made by Duo-Fast that's designed to drive the 2 3/8 to 3-inch fasteners, and it's used for mainly framing and building decks. When you depress the safety, the tool will cycle, which is what I'm going to do now.
Come back, y'all. See you soon at Do-It-Fast.
You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. Spartan Athletics on the Internet.
And we're back, folks. 30 seconds before the start of the second half. All Webb in the first half. All Webb in the first half. 43-19. Mayan Patel alongside Matthew Melton and Zach Strickland, bringing you the second half coverage of this basketball game. Webb leads 43-19. It's beginning of the second half. It will be St. George's basketball to start the second half. And inbound will be number 21, Brooke Wertner. Webb coming with defensive pressure in a man defense. She gets it into Sims. Splits the defense, left side, floater, in and out, rebound Madison Davis.
That's a good strong rebound there by Madison Davis, but you got to let the traffic clear out and then make the outlet pass. She tried to make the outlet pass while people were still running around and the ball got knocked around and knocked out of bounds. So good strong rebound, just slow down on the outlet pass.
And a tough break on the shot for St. George's too. Thought that one was probably going to go in.
Definitely.
Olivia Roberts has it, kicks it on the right side to Sims. Three-pointer by Roberts.
That's a good shot. Only a 2 though. Only a 2. Still a good shot there by Roberts.
That's a rarity against the Spartans defense. It sounds like I've probably said that a million times by now, but really a good shot there.
There's Katie Collier. She gets to Madison Davis. Left wing Sheets skips it across to Melton. They're working it around right now, trying to get something down low. Melton with the 3, no good. St. George's to push. There's number 22, Catherine Canty, sat all of the second quarter with 3 fouls. And she comes back into the game now to start the second half. Melton bringing it up the floor left side to Collier. Katie Collier drives down the lane. Down low to Vitito. Out to Sheets on the wing. No good.
Sheets started out red hot, but recently her shooting's cooled down a bit, but she's still the leading scorer for the Spartans.
43-21. Webb up by 22. Madison Davis shot no good. Rebounded by Green. As Madison Davis on the floor fighting for it.
It's a great hustle play right there.
And be a jump ball, Webb ball.
Oh, just a little too much oomph on that one. Good idea. She just got to, like I've been saying all night. I mean, it's probably getting old too, but you just got to slow down and take your time. That's the problem. People getting too big a rush. You just got to slow down and really play your game.
That's exactly what both teams need to do here. Webb coming with full court pressure. There's Sims, right side, guarded by Melton. Tries to get down low to Wertner and not able to. The ball is batted out of bounds, but it'll still be St. George's basketball underneath their own basket. Lady Gryphons down 22 as Brooke Wertner inbounded that off the back of Kelly Vitito.
That's a move you see a lot of college and pro players try and throw it off the back of a defender to themselves, but the Spartans weren't going to have it.
Can't blame him for trying, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Foul on Olivia Roberts.
That's going to be her third.
Yeah, Olivia Roberts and Catherine Canty with 3 fouls. And they're 2 starters for St. George's. So that's puts a little bit of pressure on them to play calm.
And Webb has not committed a foul yet second half. That's a good sign after having so many in the first half.
Madison Davis with the jumper.
Great shot.
Wertner has it. She gives it to Roberts on the right side. Roberts, good look down low to Canty. Canty. You look to Green.
Good strong rebound right there by Madison Davis. And they're going to call a technical on Madison. She just let her emotions get the best of her. I mean, they got tangled up. Madison threw her arms off of her. Just got caught up in it right there.
She plays with a lot of emotion. You can tell by the way she hustles on defense a lot of the time, and that can lead to fouls. But
and that's going to count as her third personal.
I wouldn't really call it a dirty play or anything, but
she just got frustrated, let her emotions get the best of her. That's all.
Happens to the best of us.
And it's Coach Collier just wanting an explanation on what happened there. And
I mean, I saw it. I was kind of watching the tail end of it, and the girls were just running down the floor. That was a strong rebound there by Madison Davis, and she pulled it down, and the girls kind of got tangled up. Madison threw the girls' arms off of her, so, I mean, she just let her emotions get the best of her. Guess she got a little heated right there and got called for it.
So 2 free throws, both. Actually, yes, both were made, and then so now they get the ball. Maybe a chance to get a little bit closer here.
Vitito picks up the inbound pass, gets it to Melton. Melton to Sheets. Sheets Collier corner. No good. Off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. St. George's basketball. (45-23). Webb leads. Olivia Roberts, left side. As both teams getting ready to play some basketball here as the officials laughing it off. Melton has it, bringing it up in the front court. Gets it to Collier. Collier right wing, top of the key Sheets. Melton 3, far side, nailed it.
Another one of those Webb shooters. Leave her open. She's going to knock one down for you.
There's Sims.
St. George is still content to sit back in that 2-3 zone. They're going to have to do something to extend the defense.
Katie Collier picks up Canty, who gets it to Sims, who puts up a 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Webb. Here's Molly Melton ahead to Micah Sheets. No one ahead of her. Goes up, no good. Jaden
Good
McCoy.
rebound. Put it in though.
Not
get the
able
ball.
to convert.
Jaden McCoy turned around, started walking away right there. You got to stay in the play all the time. And right there, she was able to turn around and get the rebound.
And if she's hustling, really nobody can stop her just based on her height advantage over all St. George's defenders.
True, and she plays tough. I love the way she plays ball.
There's Vititos. Wings it across the Sheets. Sheets left side. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Molly Melton. 2 offensive rebounds in a row for the Lady Spartans. Down low, McCoy. Right into the rim as she will get fouled going up for the rebounding shot.
I mean, St. George has got to box out. I think there were 5 offensive rebounds right there on that possession. So St. George has really got to box out. And
it's
if
hard
I'm
for
taking
them.
this timeout, Scott Crockett, I'm telling him the same thing. Box out.
Yep, it's hard for them to not get beat on the boards, but it could probably help get a little bit closer, if you box out and play, I guess, with the fundamentals of getting good rebounding. If you just let Webb have their way inside, they will destroy you.
Definitely will. 30-second timeout. Webb leads St. George's 48-23. 3:26 left in the third quarter.
So Jaden McCoy going to go to the line for 2 here.
McCoy at the line for 2 shots. Hopefully put her team up more. And one thing the Lady Spartans have struggled with all year long has been their free throw shooting.
Yeah, that would be their Achilles heel right here, because they don't make free throws.
McCoy misses the first. As well as the second. Rebound, Roberts. Here's Wertner. She has it. McCoy. Jaden McCoy gets the loose ball.
Good anticipation right there.
St. George's retains possession.
Got to walk.
Olivia Roberts whistle for a travel.
Right there, the ref had a count on. He was at 4 when he called the walk, so there was really no way that the Webb defense was going to let St. George's out of that one.
As Roberts will check out of the game. In for her is number 20, Grace Hunt. There's Melton. Left side.
Almost tried to force that one.
Yep. Mike Sheets has it. Loose ball foul. Catherine Canty, that's 4.
Her fourth.
One more and she's out.
Normally one of their better players, but she's been a non-factor so far in this game.
48-23. There's Sheets. 3 is no good. Rebound McCoy. Up and in. That's what Coach Collier has been looking for. And my apologies to Catherine Cantu. I mistook the U on the roster sheet for a Y.
It looks like a Y. I'll give it to you. It looks like a Y. I was thinking it was Canty, too.
There's Molly Melton for a breakaway layup. Up. Wow.
Yeah,
a rare miss. But, again, Webb doing a great job getting down the floor.
There's a nice put back there.
Matthew, that's your sister. You just kind of smiled when you
I
saw that.
laughed. I mean, she's right-handed, but still, she's been shooting left-handed layups since she was probably 6 years old. So, I mean, that was just funny to watch. There's another layup there from Jaden McCoy.
54-23, Webb up 21, 2 minutes left in the third. Jaden McCoy, big block. Up ahead, Kelly Vinito, up.
It's a track meet. It is a track meet.
Spartans looking almost like they want to score 100 the way they've been getting down the floor recently. It's like NBA Jam out there.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yes, there's Wertner. Spins, elbow,
Shooter's
bounces
roll.
in.
Shooter's roll.
That's one of those shots you see in the movies. Bounces off the rim 4 or 5 times, rolls around, goes in. McCoy near corner, gets it back to Melton.
I was going to laugh if McCoy took that 3.
Jaden McCoy with another layup.
Too easy.
That's her 12th point of the game. I'm pretty sure all of them come from the block.
Yeah, you know, when you've got a head on every other person on the floor, it's pretty hard for them to get up in your face. Double dribble, Webb ball. Turnover for St. George's as McCoy and Vinito come out of the game. Or, excuse me, Vinito and Sheets will come out of the game. And Madison Davis and Deja Maxwell check back in.
And St. George's just cannot seem to even dribble or pass without it being an adventure every time they try.
Yeah, they're really getting amped up, trying to play to the pace that Webb established there. Trying to kind of stay in the track meet, if you will, but they were just getting in too big a hurry.
Maxwell tips away the pass and goes off a couple people. Molly Melton ends up with it. There's Katie Collier inside McCoy. Up. No good. Maxwell with the rebound. Up. Swatted out of bounds. McCoy sent it to Collier. Jumper is good. They'll take it.
Great hustle there by Jaden McCoy. Absolutely great hustle. Katie Collier able to get it and put it in.
5 seconds left in the third. Webb up 60-25 as.
Oh, honey, count it.
My goodness.
Bank's open.
Grace Hunt. It didn't even look like she was looking at the basket when she shot that one. Kind of tossed it up and went in.
She couldn't even believe she made it. Just the look on her face after she made that. She just kind of started laughing it off.
Yeah.
I mean, It went down. Maybe that's the spark St. George's needs to just slow it down and get back in the game. I don't know. At any rate, 60-28 here at the end of 3. The Webb Lady Spartans are up.
Hey, you hit like 10 more of those. You never know.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, for sure. Monty Smith will check in to start the 4th. And, really from the opening tip, Webb has dominated this ball game, starting with when they came out with 2 big threes to start the game, Katie Collier and Micah Sheets. And both girls playing well in this game, but Micah Sheets especially having a heck of a night.
Sheets really got Webb started on a really fast start. She's been missing a lot recently, but she still had a pretty solid game overall.
As both teams break their huddle and take the floor. 8 minutes. If the Lady Spartans can withhold this lead, they'll be in the state semifinals, but no lead is ever vowed until the final buzzer.
Absolutely not. You got to keep playing all the way through. It's one of Coach Collier's mottos is make the last play. So it doesn't matter whether you're up 100, down 100, make the last play.
I may be comparing apples to oranges, but Kentucky has come back a couple years back from a 31-point second-half deficit against LSU to win. So, that just proves it's never over. Could be high school basketball, NBA, college, could be WBBL, it's never over.
Katie Collier picked up her 4th foul right there. Coach Collier going to let her stay in the game, though.
And she's out. This Grace Hunt made that 3 at the end of the 3rd. 31 Vanderslice has it. Gets it to Hunt. Hunt to Sims on the left wing. Sims has the top of the key. Pass deflected. Roberts has it. Roberts, far baseline, near corner. Turns around.
Rush shot.
Shot is no good. Rebound Satterfield. Collier has it. She gets it across the timeline. Maxwell now. There's Amani Smith on the right wing. Deja Maxwell near corner. Back to Amani Smith. Skips it across to Collier. Satterfield drives baseline, kicks it back out.
You feel like they're itching for a shot, but just haven't been able to get one off. It's been good defense. And there's turnover.
And they're trying to set up something we've seen all year long, the high low.
Trying to set up that high-low. I was just about to make that point. Ball would be swung around to the corner, and they would have the opposite post, flash, high post. So, Webb was really looking to set up the high-low there, and they got it into the high post. Madison Davis just threw it a little bit too far ahead of Daisha Maxwell there. But like you said, Mayan, just trying to set up that high-low. That's really a staple in the Webb offense.
Yeah, it definitely is. As most teams go straight to work when they get down the floor. But the Lady Spartans take a minute, set it up. As they lay off, not really much at all with the pressure here. Still coming with full pressure. Sims has it, dumps it off to Evie Satterfield for the Spartans.
That's just a sneaky little move there by Evie to sneak around the defender and get the steal.
Maxwell goes up, has a shot blocked out of bounds, and she just kind of walks away like, oops.
If there's anyone for this game who keeps stats on turnovers, I'd like to see how many of the Spartans have forced, because it's been a lot.
And there was almost one the Lady Spartans had. There's Maxwell. She gets it. Oh, great look to Collier. Couple rebounds and points.
Good hustle play for the follow.
St. George's has it. It's Green. Right side.
We just received word from our chief statistician, Linda Vitito, down here that Webb has forced 24 St. George's turnovers to answer your question. So
and it feels like it's been about 40.
A lot. And there was a 25th one there.
Vanderslice not.
I think that may have been actually an air ball out of bounds, but couldn't really tell. It's either a bad shot or a bad pass.
Webb's defense giving St. George's a tough time this game. Madison Davis goes up, splits the defenders, and gets fouled.
No, they called a walk.
Call a walk on her. And into the game, it was number 15, Lindsay Casey.
5 minutes to go.
There's 21. Brooke Wertner has it.
Tough shot.
She takes to the basket.
That's her 11th point of the game.
Katie Collier has it. Coach Crockett starting to bring it up into the high 2-3 as Madison Davis just overpowers, goes to the basket, not able to hit.
Ooh.
3-point, good.
3-point number 14.
Shelby Sims.
Timeout, Lady Spartans.
Lady Spartans, Coach Collier will take a timeout to talk things over. And while we have a minute, you know, these stats don't come, they're pretty hard to keep track of, and our statisticians down front here in front of us in press row really do a great job all year long keeping us informed, all the information before the games. They really do a great job. I want to say kudos to them.
Yeah, super big shout out, able to always provide us with extra information to help us in our broadcasting.
For sure. As Lady Spartans will break the huddle. 4:17 left in the ball game. Webb up 29. And Micah Sheets, Molly Melton will be sitting on the bench.
St. George is a player short right now. There we go. Now we got 10.
It looked like Olivia Roberts was about to get some tape on her wrist. She's getting her left hand checked out as she's shaking it around. Monty Smith, right wing, skips it across. Sheets, long two, no good. Rebound Smith. Out of bounds, Webb ball. Smith has it, corner Sheets. There's Imani Smith. She has it, Deja Maxwell, open jumper.
Good shot.
That's her favorite shot, is the mid-range 15, 17-foot shot.
Lady Spartans extend their lead to 31. With just over 3 minutes left in the ball game.
Another notable stat, the Spartans only have 2 fouls this half after all the fouls they committed first half.
3-point attempt, good! Number 21, Brooke Wertner.
They're finally starting to make a few of those. May not make a difference now, but
and Coach Collier does
always good to
not
see
look happy
the
about
ball
that.
go through the net.
Webb calls timeout. That timeout, take one as well. This has been Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
Hey, after a Spartan touchdown, why don't you touch down at your local shrimp dock? With locations in Bearden and Farragut, the Shrimp Dock is owned and operated by Webb parents and is the place to get your shrimp, scallops, and the only place in Knoxville to get fresh fish. So come on into the Shrimp Dock. Tell them Boomer sent you and enjoy the freshest seafood in town.
And we're back, folks. 3:16 left in the ball game. The Lady Spartans up 28. Sheets has it. Monty Smith on the right side. Down low Satterfield. Smith up. Long two is no good. Rebound by Jaden McCoy. First shot's up and no good. Hey, when you've got a head on everyone out there,
She's got to have a double-double by now with all those rebounds she's getting inside.
That's why she keeps missing the first one. She wants to get her rebounds up and then put it in, get her double-double. That explains so much.
May get 3 or 4 rebounds at one time, you know.
Foul on Maxwell. That's her first, team's third of the half. 66-36, Webb up over St. George's. Lady Spartans really outplaying the Lady Gryphons here in this. Well, for a little bit was the track meet as Monty Smith kicks it, so Lady Gryphons will retain possession of the ball. It's Werner. Sims has the top of the key. Long three-pointer.
Over the backboard.
Over the backboard, and no good from Brooke Wertner. Lady Spartan basketball. Maxwell. There to Smith. Out of bounds. And it'll be Lady Spartan basketball.
It's number 32, Mary Henley Green, checking back into the game.
Mike Sheets to inbound. Then McCoy. McCoy, no good.
2 minutes left in the game.
That's a rarity for McCoy. She didn't even have an easy shot that time, like she's been accustomed to for a lot of this game.
Floater's no good, and Evie Satterfield comes out and gets the ball. And she'll get fouled. There's a Shelby Sims just kind of laughing that one off.
That's what it was.
It'll be St. George's ball. And Molly Smith intercepts the pass. She gets it ahead to Sheets.
3-on-1. Just like
Oh, what a golden opportunity blown. Now, St. George's has a run out.
Sprinting back. Oh, great hustle there by Evie Satterfield. There's a 3-on-1 wide open. Evie Satterfield came sprinting from half court, able to block that shot. Great effort there from Evie Satterfield from the freshman.
There was a bit of hesitation by the St. George's shooter, but still, got to give Evie Satterfield a lot of credit. She wasn't going to have it.
As Maddie Christian, Jessica Storr, and Dave Vance all check into the game for the Lady Spartans. Down low.
That's good ball movement.
Up and in.
Good to see Dave Vance back out there. She's coming back off her ACL injury. Timeout there from the Lady Spartans for the substitution. But like I was saying, good to see Dave Vance back out there finally recovered fully from her ACL injury, able to get her brace, everything worked out. So good to see her back out there.
As both teams taking out their starters. Minute and 20 seconds left. Webb up by 28. Stolen away by St. George's. That's 11. That's Callaway Cole. She gets to Libby Heflin. And a three-point attempt by Werner is good.
Werner's been pretty much their only offense in this game.
66-41. High-scoring game for high school girls basketball. Christian has it, gets to Storr. Storr to Smith. Smith to Satterfield. Smith for three, no good. Dave Vance with the rebound, goes up strong, no good. Rebound Satterfield, no good. Battle around, 30 seconds left. And Brooke Wertner has it for
She's
St.
going to shoot
George's.
a three, try to get 20. She's at 17 right now.
I believe she's the high scorer in the game at this point.
Three-point attempt, no good. 15 seconds left, and Imani Smith will most likely just dribble out the clock here.
No, Lady Spartans looking to make the last play right here. There it is. Got it!
Maddie Christian with the three-pointer.
Maddie Christian gets in the books.
That'll end the game as the Lady Spartans win. Big win, 69-41. They will be, the Lady Spartans have now won by 28 points. What a win. What a win for the Lady Spartans, as they have a trip to Nashville next Friday night for the state semifinals. How big is that, Matthew?
That's huge. It's always good to make it back to the state tournament. Especially, it's always the goal for these Webb Lady Spartans. So the trip back to Nashville, to Lipscomb, they know that court so well. They've been there so many times over the years, so it's just it's always a great experience.
Yeah, with the talent that the Lady Spartans have, it'd be quite a shame, actually, for them to not make it to the state.
Right.
So it's
they
always
make a state run every year.
It's kind of expected, so it's good news that they're taking care of business like they're supposed to be.
Yeah, it definitely is. As the Webb School Lady Spartans prevail against the St. George's Lady Gryphons, 69-41. Quite a game on both sides of the ball, really. Webb's defense just a little too much.
Webb's defense turned defense into offense, turned it into a track meet at one point, up and down the floor as much as you can, and that really proved to be way too much for the Lady Gryphons to handle.
Yeah, it looked like for a second they were going to score like 80. As it turned out, they really didn't need to score 80 because their defense was so good, and really, St. George's really struggled to get a look a lot of the time.
As the team heads to the student section, the few students that showed up, high fives all around. And not much more really to be said about this one. Highlight of the game, Micah Sheets, quite a game. On the other side of the ball, though, even in a losing effort, Brooke Wertner, 17 points. Great game.
70 points, great game for her. She was able to break out against the Lady Spartans defense. You got to wonder if in the next round opponent is going to really try to exploit that. But nothing really you can complain about here for the Lady Spartans except maybe the fouls in the first half. Polish those up, work on your free throw shooting. They're sitting pretty to make another run at the state championship.
One more thing, maybe unrelated, but at least deserves to be mentioned, is that three-pointer right there at the end of the third quarter. That was one heck of a shot.
Grace Hunt, great shot. And unfortunately, next Friday night, the WOW Network will not be there covering the girls in the state tournament, as TSSAA has exclusive rights to that game. So TSSAA will be covering it. The WOW Network will not be, but you can still watch that game in all of its glory next Friday night. But before that happens, it will be covered on TSSAAnetwork.com. And before next Friday night, though, tune back in tomorrow night at 7 as the Webb boys try and advance to the state tournament once again. The boys play tomorrow night at 7 against Harding Academy out of Memphis. Burton Sampson, Brandon Namers getting their last dance in the Lee Athletic Center as a Spartan. Definitely something to tune into, as the WOW Network will have that. And I also hear there's going to be a pretty interesting halftime show.
Halftime, yeah, it's going to be exciting. A little secret, so come on out, watch the WOW broadcast. Students will be here all around. It's going to be a great atmosphere for high school basketball. Last go around for the seniors in Lee Athletic Center.
Definitely
It's going to be a fun time tomorrow. Big game.
Sure will. Big sub-state game tomorrow night for the boys against Harding Academy. That about does it, folks, from here, from the Lee Athletic Center. For everyone, Zach Strickland, Matthew Melton, all of our technical producers, cameramen, couldn't have done it without him. I'm Ryan Patel, saying so long. Hope you join us tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Power Ace. Okay. So that supposed to get